For the Ondo State government, the bailout funds paid salaries and bonuses of its workers up to October 2015.
Because you use it to perform wonders in our lives. Because you will use it to pay us our salary.
In Ekiti, the state government says the bailout fund is devoted solely to payment of workers' salaries, but that only 9.6 billion naira out of the over 29 billion naira it initially applied for was released. In Benue State, the bailout fund looks to have aroused a controversy as some local government workers stage a protest demanding the immediate release of their monies. Over 800 staff of Obi local government call on the federal government to investigate the disbursement of the bailout fund. The leader of the protest, Mr. Eba Dominic, says the Benue State government has declared them ghost workers, hence the refusal to pay them their salary arrears of up to 14 months.
For more than 15 months now, I don't collect salary. And my baby is crying. I have no food to give him again. My children are at home. I have no money to pay their school fees. I beg, tell the government, may they give me my money so that I will give my baby, so that I will be able to feed them, so that I will be able to pay their school fees. That is what I'm crying for.
For the past 15 months now, we have not been paid in Obi local government in Benue State.
Yes.
Our salary has been withheld. No salary. They took our name to federal and collect our bailout, yet our bailout is not given to us. For that reason, that is why we are protesting. And my fellow Nigeria, our cry, want to reach this cry to our president. Let him pay our money. If our money is in the governor's hand, let the money get to Obi and get our hand. Our children are dying.
Mr. Dominic calls on President Muhammadu Buhari to investigate the disbursement of the 28.5 billion naira bailout fund released to Benue State. He also alleges that the local government authority has begun to replace them, even when the controversy is yet to be addressed.
May and June of last year, 2015, was the only salaries he paid to us that are standing here. Apart from that, the 815 staff that are standing here have not been paid any salary to date. And that is why today we are crying to the Nigerian populace to tell President Muhammadu Buhari that the bailout he released to the Benue State government has not been paid to us. We don't know what he has used that money for. We are now pressing on President Buhari to ask his governor, Governor Samuel Utom, to give an account of what he has used that bailout for and come back to give us our own that is meant for us. Or else, this local government, we are not happy. We are a peace-loving people, and that is why we don't want to take any law into our hands. That we are crying with this loud voice to the federal government of Nigeria today, that they should come to our rescue. Our people are dying. We have our appointments since 2010. Our appointments are confirmed. We see no reason why somebody to stand somewhere after voting him into office and be saying that we are ghost workers.
Contrary to the protesters' claims, the permanent secretary in the Bureau for Local Government and the council chairman insist the state government discovered that the protesters were employed without due diligence between 2010 to 2012.
The problem is that there was no formal approval before they were engaged by the local government. So sometime in 2014, as you were told, they say they are protesting 14 months non-payment of salary. That issue predates my becoming a chairman of the council. In July 2015, when e-payment was implemented, all the staff that had issues with their employment had their salary stopped. But before that time, when the local government was paying salary directly, all the staff that are complaining of non-payment were enjoying their salary.
Over 800 persons were given letters of appointment by one individual in the cool of his office or in the house. These are the people who are complaining today. And we are still processing their cases. We've looked at the submissions they have made, and we have also briefed to a large extent, but we are not yet through. But the sad thing is that about over 800 people were recruited or given letters of appointment by an individual without an authority or authorization. And we are investigating. We are yet to conclude all that pertains to the Obi case.
The CBN report to the National Executive Council shows that a total sum of 689.5 billion naira has now been disbursed as salary assistance loan to states, and an additional 310 billion naira disbursed as excess crude account backed loans to states. This may have been responsible for the president's decision to grant state governments relief from the monthly deductions regarding the CBN salary assistance loans to enable the states recover fully from their financial crunch.
Currently, the Federation account receipts are among the lowest that have been seen in recent memory. We're looking at 299 billion this month, and that's because of the very low oil prices that were recorded in February and January. If you remember, oil prices went as low as $28 and $31, and of course that has fed through to a very low Federation account figure. As a result of which, I made an approach to His Excellency the President at the behest of the state governors that we defer the loan deductions from their Federation account payment entitlements, and the aim of this is to ensure that as we support them through this difficult period to be able to meet salary obligations. So what is the effect of non-payment of salaries on the economy? That really for us is the issue. We've got to put money into people's pocket so that people start spending, because that's what gets an economy moving. Nobody stimulates an economy by austerity. You stimulate an economy by spending. So in some states, as you know, the state government is the biggest employer of labor. So if the state government is unable to pay, nothing happens. So we really need to, we have prioritized getting states back into good financial health. Now, part of that is this commitment to fiscal sustainability, and that's why we've asked the states, commit to cleansing your payroll, commit to efficiency, commit to maximizing your IGR, give us your financial, let's work together to create a financial model and understand what government needs to do to support states. But of course we've got to, we're borrowing, as you've rightly pointed out, so we've got to make sure that we are borrowing to support states that are fiscally sensible and fiscally prudent in how they're managing money.
And according to the Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, the President will continue to review the situation of the states on an ongoing basis and take appropriate relief measures as necessary and possible.